everybody, Salty Sweet Rain here, back with another Adventure Time reaction. And it has been a while. It's been way too long since I've last recorded. I am so sorry. A lot of stuff kind of came up, both between me having some trouble with the previous browser I was using with other stuff. Halloween came up, and then the following weeks, like my brain was just like all over the place. Life got in the way. But I'm back, and hopefully I can get back on the regular schedule. The week that I'm recording this, I might not have the episode out in time, but hopefully the following weeks will be alright. But, let's see, last time though, to be honest, I kind of partially blocked out the memory of the previous episode because it was just like, Ricardio was so creepy. Okay, I did not like Ricardio one bit, not just because he was a creep, but, well, mostly because he was a creep, but also just because he was just a very uncomfortable character. So yeah, it was just because he was a creep. Mostly, basically. He was basically this really creepy looking heart guy. Ricardio the heart guy was the name of the episode, I guess. Who was actually like he was like, he kept trying to seduce Princess Bubblegum. Jake got super jealous, and I'm not fond of like jealousy storylines much either, but yeah, it happens, so of course there's storylines about it. Like, he got super jealous, and it seemed like he was jumping to conclusions while Jake was telling him, Jake was kind of calling him out, like, hey, you're kind of jumping to conclusions here. Maybe he's actually a really chill guy who actually just looks creepy. But it turns out the truth was worse than what Jake was thinking. Because it was actually the Ice King's heart turned sentient and was set on killing Princess Bubblegum, ripping out her heart, and marrying it. But then the Ice King puts the heart back inside of himself and flies away on his beard, which is a thing, I guess. And so, yeah, the heart did say, Ricardio did say, oh, I'm going to come back. You haven't seen the last of me. Not that exactly those words, but close enough. Kind of hope we don't see him again, but maybe we will. I don't know. Then there was the businessmen. Though they were like these zombie-looking guys that Finn and Jake found in the ice, who were just so obsessed with business. I like kept trying to guess where the episode was going, and I got it wrong every single time. Like, oh, so if we're doing this storyline about business, we're gonna go in this direction. No, when in this completely different direction. It's like, okay, so if we're going in this direction, this is gonna happen next. Nope, but when this other direction, it's like, there goes me trying to like make sense of a storyline, I guess. I think that's kind of par for the course with this show, is like every time I think I know where like an episode is going, it goes a completely different direction. I get a little bit lost. It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just pivot and start talking about what I think is gonna happen next, and then pivots again, and it's like, well, gonna be trying to keep up though. We're still not even halfway through season 1 though, so we'll see how this goes. Sorry, I got called away because my sister needed me to help with the dogs. By the way, reminder for the audience, please do not spoil anything from me down in the comments below. But if you want to support the channel and support me and watch the full reaction, you can go check out my Patreon. At the $5 tier and above, you can watch the full reaction, and or you can purchase it like individually on its own. And if you want to support the channel here on YouTube, my brain's a little mixed up. I got called away in the middle of I had like a flow going. I got called away. If you want to support the channel here on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you want me to react to anything besides Adventure Time or any other suggestions you have. And I'm gonna go ahead and let's get started, shall we? My 2 favorite people. Okay. What's kitty? Oh. Butterfly. What is happening?
I chop both their heads off and they grow them back for the next day.
So these guys are these guys kind of immortal? Is what's going on? Like they just you chop off their heads like at 5 on the dot, and I guess this is just like a routine thing that they do. Like, they're not actually enemies. It's just like, all right, we're gonna see you next week at the same time. All right, have fun. Hang on, you have a girlfriend. I'm seeing that in the subtitles. What?
Sorry I'm late.
Aw.
Finn and I were fighting this shark and science cat, and I lost track.
Shark
of
and
time.
science cat,
Anyway,
okay.
I'm here now.
네가 늦게 왔잖아.
Yeah, sorry again for coming so late.
잘자.
I wish I could understand her. I don't speak Korean. I know a tiny bit of Japanese, but it's completely different.
Jake, why don't you just hang out with both of them at the same time?
Ah, your two favorite people at once.
Anything. Shelby, my problems are. Hey, did you know?
Why are we hanging up by a fire?
Have an awesome sense of...
Knock knock.
누구세요?
She said, "Who's there?"
Diarrhea.
제가 수사래.
나도 들었어. 뭐야? 하나도 재미없잖아.
Did she say diarrhea who?
No, she didn't say diarrhea. Who?
What did she say? What did she say?
How about you tell?
공부 아저씨 완전 맛이 갔었지.
What's the joke?
What was it?
Well, the joke doesn't translate very well.
There are some jokes like that that just don't.
There's only some way you two could talk to each other directly. Oh, dude! I
You can
just
learn each
remembered
other's
there's a
language.
Universal
Oh.
translator device at the bottom of Lake Selazin.
Universal Translator would be very useful for everything, honestly.
She can do anything.
For some reason, I believe him.
Pound.
But I feel like it's gonna go wrong regardless. And there's... Old man, nerdy alien. I love the dramatic music playing. And she is doing really good. Hey, like... Oh!
Yeah, lady, you are incredible.
They went right past They went right past Jake.
Try saying something, Toots.
Can't understand it all.
I ate all the peaches in the orchard.
Is there not a fourth option?
That's the end of my story.
Whatever you say, Grandpa.
Come on, my darling. Wrap your legs around me.
This is gonna be so awkward. This is gonna be so awkward, but
Able to fly if you don't have wings.
we're just calling her grandpa now?
Light travels from the sun.
Oh, that force wizard is giving away free power rings.
Do you want to try getting some, Finn?
Yes.
Our ring sounds fun. Okay.
Lady!
Well,
Lady!
there goes Jake.
Around here? That's cool. You got 10 of them?
Yeah, lady got some too.
Oh, that's cool.
You
How is
want
she wearing them?
Not
How?
so many.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Oh, wait.
How does she?
Lady got.
I need to see how she got. How does she have the rings? Oh, did she like just like untwist them and like just slap them like, kind of like bending just a little bit? I don't have like anything I can use to actually like, show it, but like sometimes you have like those flexible metal like. Have you seen any of like those like flexible bendy metal clamp things that you can actually like kind of sort of twist around something? Sometimes it doesn't like completely go around something, but it's just kind of like stay in place. Sometimes like it looks like that's kind of what the case is. It doesn't look like the rings are just like going through her. It looks like the rings were kind of like undone and like kind of like clamping on. Sort of. So it might be a little pinchy, but it still works.
Wait, I can't take them off. I guess they're cursed. Still pretty cool though.
Yeah.
They're cursed.
Awesome.
Watch as he doesn't have them next episode. I'm sure.
Lady and I are going to a party in the Cloud Kingdom tonight. You should go to that with us.
Well, at least they invited him to come too, but like... You gotta have some balance between...
You're messing up my game. Jake,
Oh boy.
what's going on with you? We're gonna head to the party, but you should meet us there and stop acting weird.
Like, on one hand, they need to notice that he... Like, talk to them about what's bothering you. Don't just sigh at a photo of them.
Yeah, now make that orange. And make that purple. Wow, lady, hanging out with you is the best.
I like you too, Finn.
No!
He totally thinks that she's in love with Finn instead, but she's not.
In the arms of George, Larry, Luke, David, Benton, Mike R. Mike.
Who are all these people?
Jennings, Mr. International, Mr. Outrageous, Captain Majesty, the Flying Lettuce Brothers, Pete the Punk.
Who?
Tiffany.
Who's Tiffany? I think you're drastically misreading the situation here, Jake.
Jake's my best friend now, forever.
It's nice to meet you, Tiffany. Guys, why all the jealousy? Why all the jealousy? It's getting a little ridiculous.
I guess I'm jealous of how much you and Finn like each other.
I'm hanging out with Finn because you wanted us to get to know each other better.
I know.
You can't hang out with them separately and at the same time
Me?
Oh, sweet potato. I love you because you're an idiot. You make me feel like a genius.
Aw, that is very sweet, actually.
You'll never defeat me. I will be Jake's best friend because
I think you've already been defeated. It seems like you beat up a child, but fair enough.
Man, I don't want to hear that stuff. Let me get in there.
Let's never be stupid again.
Wait, let's always be stupid. Forever.
말도 안 돼.
Fair enough. So that was kind of a sweet episode. I feel like, did a light go out in my room or something? I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining it. Anyways, for some reason my brain is just suddenly blanked. That was a fun episode though. I kind of wish that like we actually got translations for the Korean. Like, cause that's always my big pet peeve with subtitles, and I am watching with subtitles here. My biggest pet peeve with subtitles is that they never actually translate foreign languages. Like, I get that it's also partially for immersion. It's like, oh, this character doesn't understand, but like sometimes you like if a viewer does understand both like English and Korean in this case, and were to be watching, like they would understand like what she's saying and what the jokes are. So like if somebody were like there was somebody who like may not be able to hear it but like can like but could still like read it, they'd still be missing out. I don't know. I'm just kind of like my brain's just a little trying to figure out where I'm going with that, but it was fun. I feel like there is definitely like a lesson to be learned there, like about like trying to balance like life with like more than like one person you really like at a time, and sometimes those friendships work out. But if you're trying to introduce two people you really like, sometimes they work out. Just gotta make sure that it all balances out. But everybody there was being stupid, so like it takes a lot of communication for that kind of thing to work. Anyways, next episode is Memories of Boom Boom Mountain. So, not entirely sure what that's gonna be. Memories of Boom Boom Mountain. There we go. Squid ink is edible, just don't know if it's some kind of Viking town, maybe? I don't know.
Not too bad for a human boy.
What are you then?
I'm better than that.
This is like,
Someone's crying.
it feels like a bar room, but it's a town center.
I gotta go find out where that crying is coming from. Listen up, you cold-hearted marauders. Somebody's out there crying for
So they're marauders, not Vikings, but still.
Here it comes.
boom, boom.
Oh dear.
Backwards. And sat in my own boom boom. I cried
What?
for
What is the story?
but no one came to help me. That day, I vowed to help anyone in need, no matter how small their problem.
When you were a baby. Okay, that's why a ways back in time to, like,
Oh, Finn. He still cries when he poops. Thanks for being cool, guys.
well, okay. Why a ways back to make that vow, but okay.
Who's crying? Whoa!
Oh, the mountain's crying.
What's wrong, fella? Well, I'll take you on, tough guy. Come on, back me up, Jake.
Yeah, do it, Finn. Hit him with a boulder, and then hit him with another.
I don't think that's what the mountain wants.
No rough house.
Oh, you don't like the rough housing.
Makes me so sad.
Oh, geez, okay.
Oh, those men and their disgusting fantastic.
And it's finally pushed you to the... Has it finally pushed you to the brink here?
I'll stop those roughhousers from being rough.
Dude, you were just being buddies with them.
Yes, sir. But kind of solution.
Find a compromise to help everybody out.
Man, yep.
Help everybody out.
Actually, can you guys stop being so rough?
That's not gonna work.
Finn, I'm sure this tone down the roughhousing thing has something to do with your boom boom, and I can respect that.
Fair enough.
But how can we possibly make roughhousing less rough?
This'll soften your punches for smooth.
And then it's gonna make them. It's gonna make the ducks and rats all. Oh no, not the kitties!
What do you think? Fixed all your problems, right?
I don't think so.
That was terrible.
Is it-
Now the men are just punching animals. It's
That-
worse than before, and it's in no way a good solution.
Well,
Sorry.
Fair to me.
I wonder if it's gonna be a case of maybe you just can't solve everybody's problems, no matter how much you wish you could. I feel like that's gonna be what this ends up being, is like a matter of like, no matter how much you wish you could solve everybody's problems, sometimes you just can't. And sometimes you feel awful about that. But sometimes there's literally no solution. Sometimes you literally just like, sometimes you're literally just stuck, like, and no matter what you try to appease somebody, it just never works. Like, it could be like a matter of like dealing with like awful like customers. It could be a matter of like dealing with like a super toxic person. It could be a matter of dealing with literally anything. It's a lesson everybody has to learn. I get it. I'm a super empathetic person. I get it. You like even if like you really like feel for somebody, you can't always solve all other problems. Somebody's feeling awful, and you're like, oh well, maybe I can do something to help, and maybe they can understand. Everything will be great. It doesn't always work like that. You can't always fix something. You can't always reach a reasonable compromise because not everybody wants to compromise. It's a whole thing.
You don't want to get sucked into this guy's hang-ups.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
that's
what I vowed.
the problem. You can't always
No
help.
matter how small their problem. At least I have to try, brother.
So be it, brother.
It's not gonna work out. I don't think you're gonna solve this mountain's problems.
Men, boys, please.
And they're not even listening.
More to ask of you.
They're having too much fun.
Right, bro?
Pet. Hey, this is great.
Oh, they're just doing little pets.
Yeah, I did. Awesome.
This could be a solution.
This could be it.
Instead of like fighting each other, they're just petting each other. I feel like the mountain's like, no, this is bad, blah blah blah. And I'm like, why? This could be a solution here.
Maybe you can solve everyone's problems.
Maybe, but I get a feeling this isn't gonna work.
Okay, cool. Everything's fine this time, right?
Yes.
Oh, maybe it is.
So the mountain is totally fine with everybody.
And they're all getting bored.
Right on, man. The Marauders are going crazy over the.
They do not look happy.
The petting got sort of out of hand. Oh, stop.
I'm surprised roughhousing didn't cause that, but
Going back to roughhousing. No. We don't like not roughhousing. You see the problem here?
Well,
that is a big problem.
what if we rotate the entire mountain 180 degrees around, so the mountain's facing the other direction?
Isn't this like the SpongeBob thing? We're gonna take the city and push it over there.
Only if you guys promise to stay healthy and not roughhouse after you rotate me. That mountain can talk?
Yes.
Promise him anything. He's out of his gourd.
Yeah, we'll stay healthy. The math around.
Now
How would you spin a mountain?
some sort of pulley system.
Don't miss looking at his beautiful back. It's gorgeous.
Huh? What? Really?
It's one of those cases where you can't make everybody happy.
Huh? We need your help.
You can't make everybody happy.
And we desperately want to.
You can't make everybody happy.
My butt's itchy, but I can't scratch it.
This water's too cold.
This is the thing that Finn needs to learn. Sometimes you have too many people who want to be happy. You can't help everybody at once. I don't think that guy thinks that's a problem.
Everybody wants different things.
But man, what do you want?
What do you want? Look deep inside yourself. What do you want?
Baby? Why are you crying?
Give it here, Joshua. This baby just needs some love and kisses to be happy. Mwah.
Oh, were you raised by Jake's family?
See? Now it's happy.
Is that what happened? Were you raised by...
Boom, baby. So don't expect any more sugar from me, sweetheart, until we wash your dirty, dirty face.
Were you raised by Jake's family? Oh, that's so cute!
What I want is to help anyone in need.
When I hear Simba. Speaking of helping someone, Is that a Simba I hear? Kitten, do you want to come in? Come in. Look so confused. Come on in. There you go, buddy. Freeze, I got the kitten.
What I want is to help anyone in need, so everyone is happy.
Wow,
That's
pretty corny, man. But let's do it, dude. Woohoo!
how, but didn't we just come to a conclusion we couldn't quite do that? I guess he has somehow found the solution. He is a genius, I have said this. Finn is his own sort of genius. This is, you know what, sure, this works. Did you just murder that ice cube?
I can't see it. Thank you, Finn. You really
I don't think this is gonna last forever.
Adventure time!
You know what, sure. I guess this happened. Well, that was quite an episode. Oh boy. I'm just like still hung up on that lore drop, honestly. Like I already said my piece about like the whole you can't help everybody no matter how much you wish you could. I've had that problem in my past. Honestly, I've been in a place where it's like I want to help so many people, but you literally just can't. It feels like, but at the same time, we also got some acknowledgement that like Finn is still his own sort of genius. He is able to like solve problems in very unconventional ways. So somehow he was able to make this work. I just don't think it's sustainable for all eternity, but at least maybe he can get the heck out of the village before it all chaos ensues again. So that's a thing. I'm still hung up on that lore drop though, or at least I think it's a lore drop. I think like it looks like Finn was raised by Jake's family. At first I was like, huh, did Finn like used to wear a little like hat and talk like in a very like I don't know what you would call this accent, but like you know exactly the kind of accent I'm talking about, you know? I don't know what it's called. But I thought that was Jake for a second until he's like, honey, and it's like, oh wait a second, is this like Jake's family? Is he like Finn and Jake are like they've called each other brothers, and they thought it was like, oh yeah, they're like super close friends who call each other brothers because that's a thing. No, like they were literally raised together like as brothers. Like, is that the case? Because if so, that's like super cool. I kind of love that. I'm also like I'm trying to like piece other stuff together. I am still a little concerned about the fact that like that ice cube guy just died, but at the same time I don't think that matters, like at least like not in terms of like the show as a whole. Like I'm like you know what, at least he was happy, he died happy, clearly. I can't think of anything else to say right now. You know what I've got a problem with is the fact that apparently my phone is about to run out of space, so I probably need to wrap this up quickly. I don't have a lot of time to talk. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do be sure to go ahead, hit the like button, leave a comment down below letting me know any of your thoughts. Let me know if you want to see me react to anything else in the future. And I will be seeing you guys in the next episode. Stay safe out there, everybody. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to all my patrons this month. Roach, Art Cryptid, Brambles, The Horror Hive, Julia Egan, and Saffronique. Your support really helps me out a lot. It really means so much, and you guys are all amazing. Thank you all.